Welcome, we're back. Now, sadly, the introduction to the dungeon, us climbing the ladder, which is very different than descending a bunch of stairs like we have been every other time. We already passed that because we got to the sand ship in the last episode. I didn't know it was going to have us auto board it, but oh well. But we can actually go straight to the sand ship right now, so we're just going to go right there. Hey, back to Skyward Sword. Last time, we experienced the wonders of the Sand Sea, which turned out to be one of the best areas in the game. And now we are on the sand ship, a massive invisible ghost ship that was sailing the Sand Sea for virtually, I would imagine, centuries. We're gonna go experience that. Now, if you couldn't already tell, these things are in the modern day and they're set around all over the place. Now, I don't know why Link couldn't just push this aside. For Pete's sake, Link. But that's just one of those logistical things in video games that you don't question. So if you couldn't already tell, this is going to be another dungeon that centers around the time shift stones, which is cool, and it's going to be in a very different context because we're going to be fluctuating from a very normal, well, not a very normal, a very old ancient ship to a virtually like spotless, clean-cut one. But yeah, we're just going to be heading off. In order to fuel this leg of the adventure, I found a place that has, called Roly Roly. They do ice cream, but they don't deliver ice cream. However, they do deliver boba tea, and they have jasmine milk tea. So I'm going to see if it's good. Ordering it was a little weird. They didn't really give any... The options were strange, but... Please be good. Please. It's pretty good. Could probably have stood to be a bit on the sweeter side, but it is still good. It is still the jasmine tea that I remember, so that's nice, at least. Now the cool thing about this dungeon is that it is a ship, you know. So it's a very different kind of dungeon. Freaking stool. Stools as a way to heal is the funniest thing. Butterflies? Do we have... Oh, okay. I can do rupees. Let's see here. Rupee shape's not the easiest thing. Does it work? I got hearts. Oh well. Well, there's some rubies. Now, there was a little detail, a little mechanism outside on the deck of the ship that should have given away what the item this time around is going to be. It would make sense that it's going to be our, well, it's going to be our last item, which is kind of weird because from what I remember, we still have one more dungeon. Maybe even 2 more. So to be on the last item essentially is kind of odd. I do like how all the pirates that had taken over the ship are just dead. And they've been dead for a long time. The easiest dungeon of my life. Just all the enemies are dead. Oop. Can't hook onto these, right? Nah. They had actual, like, lamps and lanterns and stuff. Ooh, oh, it's tight, but it does work. I like the vibe, though. The light sinking through. Oh. Yeah, that mechanism right there should tell you what item we're going to be getting. There is, there is actually a heart piece on this. Only the second dungeon to have a heart piece in it. It's super random. I prefer my dungeons without heart pieces, personally. Just because having a collectible, such an important collectible, hidden away in these very, like, oh no. Okay, let's get the whole gang together. I'll be my soul. It's freaking horrifying to see a hallway filled with these freaking scorpions. Makes sense though. I understand it, at the very least. The save point already. Yeah, for the sweetness options at this boba place, they didn't have any options to get a higher sweetness. That you could only go lower, which is interesting. Master, please look. Well, that's the boss room. This large door here is sealed shut. This door must lead to an important room in the ship. Yeah, they normally do. Weird how they all use the same type of mechanism, but whatever. Another stool. Oh man, a whole freaking treasure hall. I actually like it from a design perspective. It actually does feel like you're walking through the hull of a ship a little bit. Okay, I don't know what this room would be. Did they have to send people to the brig? Hold on. Don't like that. Okay, I understand. Is it hit that first, or is it hit that only? Well, no, it can't be hit that only. That would be silly. Man, I'm drinking a cold drink on a cold day. I'm gonna get shivers. Oh, I see the orientation of the wheels on the wall, of the orientation of these ones. Alrighty. But as far as the order goes, is it the order you discover them? So that would be down. how do I know order? Down, up, right, down? Is that what it would be? Down, up, right, down. We'll see. Down, up, right, down. No. Oh, the wheels are red. Oh, I understand. Okay, so that's Oh, actually, almost had it in the right order, anyways. But yeah, this is so it's down. You can see the red prongs on the wheel indicate the order. So that was 1. So down, up, down, right. I was just 1 off. Down, up, down, right. That's cool. When they throw a puzzle at us, and these little environmental puzzles are pretty cool. I would have liked to see more puzzles throughout the game in general, to be honest. Small key. Cool, cool. Well, we need the keys quite a ways back. This feels like the kind of dungeon you go through once in one orientation, then you'll have to go through again in another one. Might as well drop a save. Saving is just a good habit to get into, especially with games where they have save points. Because then you never know, really, when you're going to be able to save again. Man, it's like I want to clear every dust pile, but half the time there's just spiders. Not spiders. Scorpions. And they really cut that one down to the wire. Funny, a level 3 magic shield barely has the durability of a standard wooden one. I think we gotta go all the way back up, right? Ah, okay. Let's see. Oh, hold the phone. I think I remember this. This is really cool. A little embarrassing anecdote. I did this fight when I was like much younger, and this game first came out. I actually stood up to fight to emulate fighting this guy with the freaking Wiimote and the nunchuck. LD00S2S Scovo. This mutinous robot stole this ship from Skipper long ago. He still commands the ship today. When fighting in a narrow space like this, it is more effective to use thrust attacks with your sword than to try to swing your sword widely. I just like how you get to have a duel on a pirate ship. It's so cool. Also, this guy's such a cool and unique design. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. Oh, I blew his arm off. Oh. Oh, crud. Don't know why that makes a chest spawn. Don't care. Oh, that's really cool. I do love that sequence. A synthetic life form. There was a 99% chance that it was the pilot described by the captain. I can't help but admire the tenacity it has displayed in staying alive and functional all these years. You're not wrong, Fee. Actually, Fee brought up a good point that I didn't think about. Was the fact that we have not set the ship back into a state of, into its past state. Which means that that guy was just alive. He looked ancient and rusty. And for defeating him, we get the bow. Pretty nice looking bow. I like the quiver design. Arrows also do a lot more damage than Deku Seeds. You mean arrows do damage, which Deku Seeds don't. Now you can hit targets at long range. Now, I remember they tried to make you do some wonky freaking... In the tech demo they showed. Oh, what about the bow you have just obtained? Your bow's elasticity can propel arrows through the air with great force, allowing you to strike your targets from afar. To confirm the controls associated with your bow, raise your bow by pressing ZR, then press that. You can also shoot arrows to strike certain devices in order to activate them. You don't say. I have confirmed that such a device exists on the deck. However, it will be difficult to target it from here, so I recommend you return to the deck. I mean, this dungeon, we got to fight a wholly unique enemy on the freaking tip of the ship in a tiny little close quarters duel like this. It's so cool. What a great idea. A guy who, yeah, all of these centuries later stayed alive out of everybody else on the ship died. Presumably his power, whatever was keeping, because he's a robot, so whatever was keeping him powered was slowly ran out a long time ago, so he must have scrounged for parts any way he could have in order to keep himself alive and active. And despite all of that, despite all these years aging him, he still stayed alive, so he could man the ship that he took over from Skipper. Almost like aimlessly too, because I mean, like, what was the purpose of being the captain of a ship with no crew, with no ocean to sail? Like a cursed existence. It's interesting that that is one of the few things that Fee has mentioned, though, you know? Of all the things for Fee to voice a her own personal thought on, it's that she almost admires the tenacity of one of our villains. I assume once we get if we set the ship back up to a past state, this would start spinning, and it would be impossible to hit the thing on the inside, so I figured might as well get this sorted now. Screw you guys. Okay, I moved that. Not 100% sure what that does for me. Oh, I understand. Yeah, so they advertised the motion controls for the bow specifically when Miyamoto was showing the game off in its initial reveal in the really bad, awkward demo for it. At maybe it was an E3, might have been at a Nintendo event. I'm not sure. But yeah, to do the bow in the original version with the Wii Motion Plus controls, you actually had to like imitate pulling like the string back. Now it was probably a lot more lax with how exactly you had to do it. Yeah, I don't think you actually had to go full Ultra mode with the motions, but it was still not great, that's for sure. Okay, so that's not on. Okay, now we'll head up, because I don't think there's anything else to do. We are waiting for you. Okay. The only other time Fee has mentioned one personal thought is when we, when I had her talk about the bokoblins, the undead bokoblins in the water temple, or the ancient cistern, and she was mentioning the thing that was keeping them alive was their dedication to absurd underwear or strange undergarments. Master, I have important information for you. There was a 90% chance that the object you see over there is a time shift. Only 90%, Fee? If you could deliver an impact to it by some means, it could have a significant effect on the ship. It would have to be a pretty powerful one to have a significant effect on the ship. But we'll see. Oh. Oh, is it changing the whole? It's changing the whole freaking ocean. Oh, they've locked us out of the path. Oh, because they're back alive now. They know what's up. Can I hit some down here? Not that this would have any purpose, necessarily. Nah, it keeps clanging off of a lower part of it. I like how these guys aren't the guys with the cattle prod swords. They're just like normal bandana pirates. And now we can finally start to climb. I like how the stone was so powerful, it extended out to, I think, the whole ocean. Which, granted, makes sense. Oh, those guys have horns. I should farm those guys. It makes sense, though, that the stone would be that powerful, because it's a stone that's essentially powering this ship, right? And this is a massive frigate. Am I supposed to... What am I supposed to do here? Was I supposed to have dropped down there? Can I wonder, can I trick that out? Do I got some speedrunning tactics in me? Not that I think there'd be a point in this, but we shouldn't be able to soft lock ourselves anywhere because we have the item for the dungeon, right? They won't let me run at this angle. Oh, they won't let me run off at this angle. No, they make you drop directly down. All right, no sequence breaking for me. I will lower this though, because otherwise, I mean, I mean, why not, right? It's a thing we can do now. Might be important for later. Who knows? I need a key. Whoa. Chill out, Buster. In the last game, we were Western. Now we're a freaking now we're a pirate. Now we're dealing with pirates. It's pretty good. Oh, duh. Totally forgot that we can climb the masts now. I don't remember all my ship terminology. Not that was ever really. Oh, that guy. Oh, okay, so they don't all have horns, but some of them do. Oh. We're having ourselves a little shootout. Yeesh, okay. Oh, hold on. I understand suddenly. These probably don't go both ways, though. Oh, they're motorized, so maybe they do. Oh, sick. Okay, that's cool. It's closed, though. Bo still overpowered, still one-shots everybody. I bet it can't be used effectively against most other enemies, though. Like, I can't imagine you using it on the Zalfos and stuff. Oh, you know what? You know what game I should record myself playing? I should record myself playing Link's Crossbow Training. I do have it. And actually try to use the Wii Zapper with it. Link, good job. Captain? Now the ship looks just like it used to. That makes me so happy. Now I just need to go rescue my crew. I'm pretty sure they're being held in the brig inside the ship. Oh, this is our first and probably only actual multi-floor dungeon. We have 3 basement levels. Ugh. We're back in this, gang. It's still pretty dangerous here, so I'll just wait on the boat. We're in the boat. You can do it. Aye, Captain. Yeah, I mean, you know, at first I was going to question, like, well, wait, weren't you like a bit of a swashbuckler yourself? You were sailing the seas, but no, they probably were just a transport vessel, right? The ship probably wasn't meant for combat. It looks more like a transport vessel. It's funny because it has like masts and the general shape of like a classic ship, like wooden ship, but there's aspects of it that look like a transport, like a modern transport vehicle too, though. Like the whole back part, it looks like it almost looks like it's designed like it has storage containers stacked on top of it, which is interesting. Only chance to probably go over there without having to climb all the way back up, so. Hold the phone, what? What do we have going on right here? Do I need to drop down? Is that the idea? Perhaps it is. Boop. I'll always take bombs. Oh, a ferry. Oh, I can get a ferry again. Thank you kindly. Now, what is... Hold the phone. Oh, there's like a whole little back area here. Oh, this is how you climb back up. Okay, I'm gonna try to do rupees again. Let's see here. Let's see if I got what it takes. Rupee? I did it. Oh, that's like a good amount of rupees too. Oh my gosh. Holy crud, yeah, no kidding. We can go get ourselves that heart piece from Beetle, you know? Wait, and there's a heart piece on the ship, which I think would mean we'd have another full one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Cloak foot increase, just one more? Yo, wait, hold on. I paid $19 for the amiibo. I'm gonna go get that other heart piece. One sec. We're going off script. Now don't, before anybody freaks out, I'm not buying more equipment. I'm not upgrading anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not gonna heal, even though, well, getting the extra heart pieces would heal us, but we're at full health. I'm already at full health. I'm not doing anything that would otherwise change our condition in that place. All I'm doing is completing a heart piece. I actually meant to do it before we went into the dungeon, but it wasn't until I got all that money that I remembered, like, oh crud, I can probably buy Beetle's thing now and it would be okay. I'm not gonna be dirt poor after. I'm gonna be pretty poor in, like, comparatively speaking, but that's fine. And I mean, we haven't used the amiibo in the dungeon at all up till now. I just think it's crazy that they let you do it in a dungeon though, right? being able to use it on the surface is already, like, good enough. Okay. He's like, I'll be honest, this is really... I like how even Beetle's like, listen, man, this is really expensive, and, like, I don't know what it does, so I don't know if you should buy this. Oh, it really suits you. Now I know why you're on the bicycle. Beetle, you don't have anything else now, though. Do you get anything else, Beetle? Let me see. Do you, like, get one more thing in stock? You don't. Well, that's all she wrote for Beetle, maybe. I don't know. I've bought him out completely. You know, with all the things you can spend money on, you still get 1,000,000 rupees in this game. Well, alright, that worked out just fine. Take me back. 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 What Tyler the Creator song is that? Man, I haven't listened to Tyler the Creator in a long time. I was listening to Flower Boy on repeat when it first came out. I'm not too familiar with a lot of his stuff before that, although I do have songs that I like from before Flower Boy. IFHY is a good song. I like the song Too Effing Young, but I think everybody can and should admit the lyrics are a bit concerning. I think that's fair to say, right? It's a bit on the concerning side of things. Oh, they were in a brig. We saw robots down in the lower decks. They were in, and when I dropped down, I was like, is this a brig? This is kind of an odd-shaped room. It totally was, because they all got freaking locked away. Now, granted, I don't know how many... When we saw the image of all the crew, of the captain and on his ship with all his crew, there was like dozens of crew members, which could make sense. It's a pretty big ship, but yeah, I don't remember. Oh, they do have cattle pod guys. Ah. Ow. Master, look up. Oh, I just had the same thought, but this is actually kind of a useful tip. I had literally just, you gotta believe me, I already knew what to do. You can reach the time shift stone on the deck through the ventilation shaft in the ceiling. Yeah, this is a really cool thing, because at first you're like, do I have to walk all the way back? But then certain things are locked off if you do. No. They give you little sight lines on the time shift stone. Man, this is a really cool design for a dungeon. This might be the best dungeon. I'm kind of digging it, you know? Oh, we got the dungeon map. Not that there's that much more to reveal, I don't think, in any other any of the other rooms. Or floors, right? No, we've been just about everywhere. Boop. Nice. Oh, probably need to... Nice. Yeah, this is just such a cool idea. And it's one of those things where it's like, unlike a lot of the backtracking in this game, in my opinion, Of course, this wouldn't be just a big hole filled with sand, although this isn't the lowest floor, so it being filled with sand anyways didn't really make too much sense, but going through this area once, but then getting to go through it again in a past time is actually like, what? Oh, he freaking crashed into the barrels. That was kind of cinematic. Getting to go through it again. This is the kind of backtracking that's like cool. Like, I dig it. It's a really cool idea. Oh, is that like the engine room? Interesting. Master, I am detecting very strong vibrations. Signs indicate that activating this mechanism has caused something within the ship to begin moving. The current situation is difficult to accurately assess, but I suggest hurrying to the crew in the brig and freeing them first. Well, sure thing, Fee. Usually Fee's pretty eyes on the prize, but the fact that she thinks, now granted, maybe she's crunched the numbers and figured, well, you know, having the crew members here to help you would probably be a good idea. Yeah, see, good thing I did that first. And she's like, having the crew member. Crud. I'm trying to do like quick flicks. Being a little finicky. Yeah, I mean, the ancient cistern is really cool, but I think this one's kind of beaten it out a little bit for me. I don't know. I mean, going through that whole fable though, like Buddhist fable, getting to the sort of like reenact parts of it, it is cool though, you know? Oh, okay, so we gave ourselves a little shortcut. Oh, a normal door. Oh, we're in like the guts of the ship now. It's not active. It's looking like we can't maybe do anything here yet. Unless we can. That's great. Being able to take them out like that is super cool. Nothing to do here yet? Oh, wait, do we need to... Haven't been in this room yet. Definitely need to. Okay. Aha, I understand. This is open now. This is what this is for. Oh, take me back to November. That's what I was the way he says, take me back, take me back, take me back. It's like the end of the song. That's a good song. That's off of Igor. Then he has a bunch of people comment. Well, it has a bunch of quotes from people towards the end of the song, talking about different experiences they've had that happened around November. And then one guy at the very end's like, I remember blah 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 this time where every day was November. It's like, what? wait, what do you mean? I think maybe symbolically, metaphorically, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of dumb, so like, I don't always pick up on things the first time around. There we go. Oh yeah, we're just turning the ship on. Very cool. Master, I'm detecting strong vibrations again. The current situation is difficult to accurately assess, but I suggest hurrying to the area beneath the crew in the brig first. I got you, Fee. I'm doing just that. Fee's like, please, Master, will you stop screwing around in all these other rooms and go help these poor robots? After that one robot called me mistress, I feel responsible for their well-being. Fee's like, I have to protect my simps, Master. Oh, ho, ho. What if I got crushed, though? Oh god, okay. Oh my gosh, we have to use the whip? I haven't had to use the whip in 20 years. This is so weird. Look at it just... Oh, hold on. Not that I need any more ancient relics. How many ancient relics do I have? 50 of them. Compared to nine dusk relics. And like 2 lizard tails or whatever the heck. Actually, how many lizard tails do I have now? 7? Oh, that's pretty good. That's not bad. We don't have like a surplus of things, but we have enough. Yeah, that's right, Link. Climb for me. No, not like that, Link, please. We're in the treasure room. Yes. Hi there. You're probably wondering, hey, why are we here? Well, I had a bit of a power outage, the second power outage today, and I lost some progress. Now, I'm afraid of what I don't understand. Okay? Just generally speaking. I'm afraid of what I don't understand. And what I don't understand is most things about video files and file types and the likes. Now, you're probably wondering, but Dante, you record a lot of things all the time. And you also have worked as an editor and a freelance editor. What do you mean you don't know things about file types? And I'm like, well, you see, I know things about Premiere. I probably don't know everything about Premiere, but I know things about Premiere and video editing and After Effects and, you know, the artsy side of things. But when it comes to technical stuff, my brain turns into mush. I'm also just fearful of such things. So even though OBS warns you that in case of a power outage or a sudden faltering in your system that would cause OBS to crash or stop, even though they warn you that recording an MP4 file format will result in a complete loss because the video MP4s need to, like, I guess need to finalize. I don't know if that's an encoding thing or something like that. They need to finalize after the recording ends, and if everything just shuts off, like in the case of a power outage, they don't have that time to finalize, and so all the information is lost. But don't worry, most of our trek through this dungeon, the sand ship, has been retained because, thankfully, I took a break partway through because I had to go use the bathroom, and I stopped the recording. Woo, go me, big brain thinking. However, I would say a good decent like 5 to 6 minutes of like a decent chunk of things that we did, of progress that we made, was gone. So I'm going to probably be backtracking through that. I don't know by how much. This was the save, the furthest back save that we have. If in case this isn't, this is the most recent thing where we are. Thankfully, when the Switch loses power, only the dock loses power, and then the Switch, because it's its own console, it's a handheld, it just switches to handheld mode. So we don't lose progress. Granted, I almost wish we did, so I would have just had to backtrack. I don't know how far I will have to go in order to get back to where we were, but I will do that on my own accord. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. But yeah, so I have hence learned that most information for your video that you're recording is retained under an MKV file, even through a power outage. And then OBS has a feature that can convert files, but it also has a feature that will automatically convert MKV files to MP4s after. And MKV files can also record multiple audio tracks, which I like to do, so I can try to balance them in video editing while I'm editing them after the different audio channels independently. Which something like FLV doesn't allow you to have multiple audio tracks, so I just didn't want to screw with that. So, yeah. Anywho, that's where we're at right now. So, I'm gonna get us back to where we were, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, hi there. It's me. I'm back, and I'm here to say this save point was still too far ahead. However, if I had gone any farther back, I would have had to probably do most of the dungeon again. So, oops, sorry. So I'm just going to tell you what happened through interpretive dance. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to tell you what happened. So I don't know if you remember, we saw where the brig was. Oh, so as you can see, that room full of chests, we went all the way down to the engine room, basically. We had to dodge a bunch of turbines and stuff. We saw them while they weren't active, and so we had to dodge them while they were active. Now that led us to two places. First off, it led us to that treasure room, where there were 3 evil crystals and 2 silver rupees. So you definitely want to make sure you get through that, and get that through that from the bottom. There will be a ladder leading up to that. So that's one thing that we did. We also found the brig, and maybe I will insert a video of what that looks like. But we went to the brig. There was only 3 crew members there, but one of them gave us a key and told us that the special key that we need in order to get into the room where Nehru's flame is would be in the captain's quarters. So we can now finally head up to the captain's quarters, because he gave us a key to enter the captain's quarters, where we can get the key to then get to in order to get to the key that we need in order to get to Nehru's flame. So that's all good. That's all dandy. Anything else? Well, I did call... I did say that Fee seemed... I don't know if this got recorded in the right in the right part or this got lost. I did say that Fee seemed particularly concerned about the robots, probably because they seem to have a great respect for her, at least the one Scrapper did, and I said that she probably feels like she needs to protect her simps. I don't know. I don't know if that got recorded. If it did, then hey, I'm just reiterating that again. Fee really seems concerned about protecting her little robot boy simps. So, you know, to each their own with that. Anywho, yeah. See, oh, here we go. Yeah, see, we went down there. Everything's on now. So we had to roll and hop on top of all these turbines that are moving, that are active now. We also had to use the dinghy that we set down outside momentarily in order to lift us back up so we could shoot the time stone, turn everything off, and lower us back down again. We had to use that in an interesting little way. Yeah, basically it was just this little tiny gauntlet, this small little gauntlet of engine room shenanigans that we had to deal with. Nothing too major outside of like getting to the treasure room and hauling off with all the treasure in there. That was kind of the main thing. Like I said, three evil crystals and 2 silver rupees. Definitely worth getting for sure. Anything else? I don't think so. It really wasn't that much. Didn't lose that much time in between here and there. So I will get us back to where we are going to head to now, which is the captain's quarters, where the big things will actually happen. And hopefully the power won't go out, because if the power goes out, I'm probably going to scream. After I cry. It'll probably be a cry, scream, cry sandwich, where I'll cry a lot, I'll scream a little, and then I'll cry a bunch more. So... see you then. Oh, also, no, we got this part, right? Where I made the rupees with the butterflies? Right? I'm pretty sure we got that in the recording. Now I just don't remember. Now I just don't remember what part was what. I think literally just we did this whole basement area. And if you look, basement area is not that extensive at all. It was literally like we had to run underneath some, and then we had to hop on top of some of the turbines. Got the treasure room. Ended up, we had to go up into where the brig was, where everybody was being held, and now we're good to move on. So, anywho, I will see you. Well, actually, I'm not gonna cut away. We're right here. We're literally right here. Oh, also, some of these guys have horns that you can steal. Then they get really angry, just like really, really upset. Anyways, we're moving on. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, please. I can feel it. I can feel it on the edges, on the edges of my mind. Oh, I remember. Where I literally left off, I was like, oh, we need to walk back out and shut the electric thing off. Hey, you know what would be really funny? Is if the power went out when I tried to do this again. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Wouldn't that just be the funniest little thing? Give me that. Come on, power, go out. I dare. Actually, really don't go out. Really, honestly, don't go out, because my mom's working right now. And I felt really bad that the power went out for like the second time today. That's one thing about working. Well, I mean, no, that's not a working at home thing. Your power can go out even when you're at like another location, you know? Okay. Nasty thing. Let me see that crystal. Let me see that crystal you got there. Boop. It's so nice to just be able to use the right stick to pull the bowstring, honestly. Ow. Ah. What? Holy crap. I don't like these guys being able to... Okay. Guide him. This guy's tearing me up. He's just... I don't under... You've got to be kidding me. I mean, they just switch on a dime. Like, they'll be holding it one way, but then they'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna hold it the other way now. Like criminy, dude. I don't know what you want from me at that point. Like, I'm doing it the opposite direction where you're holding it. I don't know what I'm expected to do differently at that point. Maybe I'm not swinging hard enough, you know? That's definitely possible. Man, I got jacked up from that. Holy crud. Oh my gosh, how many are there? There's 3? Oh, criminy. Link, swing, please. Woof. Now, I don't know why destroying all the security measures would lower the gate, which is the only, like, last and seemingly impenetrable security measure, even though Link could squeeze through these bars. Oh, this one's pretty cool. The squid carving. It's a squid-shaped statue studded with intriguing suction cups. Yeah, is that in Link's own words? He finds the suction cups particularly intriguing? No, okay, that's fine. I could still feel a sneeze coming on at the edges of my mind. It's haunting my dreams. Okay, now I just think we go right back down. Look at that. You know, as much as I like the new control scheme, this probably has nothing to do with the actual control scheme, but sometimes there's like a bit of a delay between like switching items and stuff like that. Oh yeah, so this is where we had to go back down. You know what? I will show you firsthand where we had to actually go in order to get some of this stuff. One moment. Okay, so you came down here on that second ladder that we saw that I tried to trick out and jump straight down to. This takes you into the engine room, and then from the engine room, it loops all the way. It makes like an oval all the way around. There's a shortcut that you open up right here through this. Yeah, these ones you had to jump on top of. We actually had to use the whip again. It was kind of amazing. Who'd have thought, using the whip for anything? And you had to swing on top of this to get up. Now, there was a little cubby to get into through here. And while I was sidling around in this cubby, I was talking about how it would actually make me kind of like anxious to have to be in such a tight space. And I was like, oh, what's the word for being afraid of for being afraid of tight spaces? There has to be a word. Like there's a word for every type of phobia. And then I remembered, I had learned that it was claustrophobia, one of the most common like phobias that people mention regularly. Yeah, this actually made a like little shortcut to come back into this room. Go out through there. Neat, great, awesome, just fine. Then we crawled back through, and then I'm gonna show you where we climbed up to get all those treasure chests. So I'll see you in a moment. Yeah, so you see this right here? We get over to this spot. You see this little entrance right there. So you use the whip, and instead of going right across, well, also there's like an amber relic in the pit below us, right here, if you want to drop down and get it. Yeah, just climb right up here. I actually did the same thing. I ran up that wall instead of climbing the ladder, and I commented on that. And then boom, 3 chests, 3 with evil crystals, and then 2 with silver rupees. And that's what we did. And then we went all the way back through the place. We found where the robots were being held in the brig, which is the room that we actually were in just a second ago. And yeah, all was well in the world, and nobody was. We were none the wiser. Everything worked out in the end. And then we completed the dungeon without another power outage happening. I'm really tempting fate every time I say power outage, but don't worry. It's gonna be just fine. That's your Dante Chambers guarantee. Okay, now that we're back on the back on the deck, you know what I don't understand? The enemies in Wind Waker, they would like almost always drop the thing that they were wearing, which made sense. If you didn't already steal it from them, right? But the enemies in this game they never drop the horns, even if you can see them, they have it equipped. You have to steal it from them. Like, I'm not being weird. Like, that's like strange, right? I just think it's kind of odd. Maybe that's being me. Maybe that's just me being a weirdo creep idiot, like I always am, right? That could be the reason. Who's to say? Not me, that's for sure. Anywho. Okay, now we're going to take like 20 flights of stairs down, right? To where Nehru's flame is. What is the point of this hallway? How much is the secret in the hallway? Or how much could it possibly be? Let's just go straight down. I'm almost done with my jasmine tea, which should mean we're nearing the end of this. It doesn't have to mean that, I just feel like usually spacing these things out pretty well. Here we go, yeah, this should be it. At least I got to show the actual retrieving of the key. Did I show the actual retrieving of the key? Yeah, no, yeah, we just got it. Man, I'm all turned around now. I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay. Man, I'm a little nervous about even trying this because of losing that progress. That was it? We just had to turn it to the left a little bit. It started like this. All we had to do was this. Seriously? This one could have easily like made the form of a giant squid, but it didn't. Well, hey, you know, we already killed the evil captain who had took the ship, so we should be good, right? As if this section As if this area in this dungeon wasn't cool enough. Look, I mean, that's literally just the room we were just in, right? The vibe suddenly changes. The ship is crumbling in on itself. There are giant tentacles coming out of the ground. Suddenly things get very different. The ship starts tilting. I mean, what better way to end a report, Master. Judging by their size, these tentacles belong to a monster of considerable size. Thanks, Fee. Fee's got jokes. Honestly, she has to be joshing around, right? The current situation is difficult to determine with complete accuracy, but signs indicate that this ship is under attack. Okay. If we do nothing, there's an 80% chance the ship will capsize. I recommend forcing it back with sacred power, then exiting to further assess the current situation. I recommend forcing it back with sacred power. Fee said I recommend you give this guy the business. If you catch my drift. Oh, we gotta use the sacred slashes. Interesting. Haven't had to use them for anything. Oh, big wiggly. Oh, we got barrels coming downstairs. Well, then what I love about this setup for the boss is that, like, oh, I love the build up to it. You're just like we're wandering through the same rooms that we were already walking through, right? Well, it's the same location, but again, you walk through the same hallways and stuff, the same location 3 times, and they substantially change it each time to make it just as interesting as the last time you did it, which is impressive. It's the best example of how to do backtracking, I feel like. Cause like the vibe's completely different. We were just here and the place is getting torn to shreds. Warning, Master. I sense an evil presence on the other side of this door. There is a 90% chance it is the primary body mass of the creature whose tentacles are destroying the ship. I suggest making all necessary preparations before exiting to the outside of the ship. Fee? We don't have much to prepare. We're kind of stuck here. Well, I mean, I have an amiibo, but why ruin the moment? The ship is torn in half. Abyssal Leviathan Tentaclus. Now, sadly, all that build-up for this goofy-looking thing, this thing looks straight out of freaking Monsters, Inc. I do not like how this thing looks at all. I'm ready to fight the Kraken, right? Well, you go through all of that. Oh, what? Wait, how much did I have to shake the stick? Criminy. You know, I'm ready all that time to fight the freaking Kraken. And they give me freaking Mike Wazowski's girlfriend from Monsters, Inc. It's a little strange, it's a little odd, and if you couldn't already guess, giant eyeball, we got the bow. We get the same theme that we had when we fought the rock guy, though, which really fits the, like, these big monsters. I like the scale of the fight. I like the build up to the guy. Tantalus just looks so goofy, though. Whoa. Whoa. They're trying to pick at us. Here's the thing, though, the setting, the build up, the whole dungeon leading up to it is really good, though. Cry. There we go. Doesn't have to be a full shot. I love the rain and storming suddenly. The fact that you look at the... This is the dungeon for this area. Like, we've witnessed the dungeon get torn asunder. That's never happened in any of the games before. Like, the boss to the dungeon has never torn the dungeon apart. Like, you gotta admit, that's pretty good. The second half of this game, the dungeons, they hit different. I gotta say. We get another phase? I don't remember. Oh crud, we gotta move back? Oh, this thing's destroying everything. Hey, where's Skipper? Whoa, oh my gosh, it has mouths? Oh, it's a little bit Medusa. Oh, it literally is Mike Wazowski's wife. Or girlfriend. What? Wait, they're coming straight at me. What am I supposed to do about that? Well, the whole screen turned red for a moment. Wait, that was the second phase? That was it? Just that I guess you could end up cutting all the hair off, but I was a little quick on the draw. Is the flame even maintained at this point? Oh. Yabba-dabba-da. Nice. Only 5 more heart pieces to go. Wow. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you get the heart piece in this dungeon if you didn't get it the first time around. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Unless this place gets completely rebuilt. You know what, let me look that up for you, because I'm honestly not... I really don't know. I didn't find an immediate answer. So, oh, Link was like looking up and sort of basking in the sun for a moment. Wow. I mean, okay. How the creature looks aside, right? I don't like how Tantalus looks. I think the art style is really goofy looking for all that build-up. That aside, the fact that you get to fight a giant sea monster in the middle of a desert after going through a ghost ship in the present and the past, fighting a robot captain, a robot pirate captain, Robot Pirate Island. Oh my gosh, this section's literally Robot Pirate Island. I didn't even realize. Amazing section. Underrated. I never heard anybody talk about this section or this game. Say what you will about Fee, this is pretty hardcore. These moments. I do like this silent understanding that Fee and Link kind of have at this point. The flames of Nehru have transformed your blade, expanding Fee's powers. She can now help you use dowsing on more things? What? Now that's different. We don't have one piece of the Triforce. They haven't even mentioned the word Triforce yet. With your sword enhanced, you can learn a new melody. I recommend we return to the Isle of Songs. Thank you for getting my ship back. It may have been half wrecked, but my crew and I got it shaped up to almost proper working order in no time. Okay, that's the explanation, in case you want to go back. I wish you good luck in finding whomever it is you're looking for. Come visit again. You're welcome any time. Well, thanks, Skipper. Let's get going quick. Don't you need to find that person you're looking for? Or do you need me to take you to the boat or somewhere else in the sea? Never mind, Skipper. Come again and visit sometime. I'm sure we will. Well, we gotta make sure, we gotta see if Skipper's family got brought back to life too. Oh yeah, there it is. Back in pretty much complete condition. That's funny. And yeah, that's it. So now you're probably wondering, is the second upgrade really just dowsing? Because I couldn't honestly remember what it was. It is. It is just, they give you more dowsing options. I think you can bind certain like materials and like hearts and stuff to dowsing. I think. But also, you really don't need to. Probably bugs too. Gosh, you really don't need to though. How often have we had more than one thing that we need to douse at a time? I guess you could. I mean, it's an option in case you're like really down on hearts and you need to find some more. Or you need to find certain materials, but a lot of materials is kind of just like, it's not too hard to remember where they are generally, or what things drop them. It's basically, as far as like, getting basically a long sword. getting a longsword and double damage at the same time is such a cool, like, upgrade. Or like getting it upgraded from like a short sword to a broadsword maybe would be the correct comparison. It's such a cool upgrade that, like, having the second upgrade be, hey, that thing you never use, you can continue to never use it, but now it has even more options for you to never use. I get it, it's wisdom. How do you reflect wisdom? I guess by being able to navigate for pieces of stuff? I don't know. Anywho, not to be a Debbie Downer, because this was an amazing section. This is probably one of my favorite sections in any of the Zelda games, period, to be completely honest. It felt so substantial. I felt like we went to so many, in such a short amount of time. I felt like we hit so many different types of events and marks, and sure, was it all still pretty linear? Yeah, but this feels like a section that they made use out of. They utilized a linear design in this by taking you to all these really cool set pieces that take you all around this ocean. Now you have to go at them one at a time, and there's nothing to do in between, but you get to hit one amazing set piece to another. And even the sand ship as a dungeon, you essentially backtrack through it 3 times. Once when it's just in the present, once when you get to switch it to the past, and then one more time as you climb through the wreckage of it to leading up to the boss. Not to mention getting to the boss and having the vibe change. It's suddenly storming, the ship's torn in half, you're watching the dungeon you just climbed through for the past like hour or two get torn to shreds. It's super cool. And the boss fight itself is pretty cool too. Getting to cut down all the tentacles, having it be like a combination of like a Kraken and Medusa kind of deal is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean it's cool. It is cool. This is a really amazing section. I think this section exemplifies how these design choices can be utilized for the game's benefit. Now it does sort of it does also at the same time kind of reveal why other sections of the game don't hit very well, but regardless, I'm very happy with this whole little section. Probably one of the best sections in the game, which is amazing which is amazing to experience again, because I didn't remember it very well. Because I'd only played the game once, and I feel like you usually remember, in most games, you usually remember the early bits more, especially since I played the early bits multiple times, the early bits more than like later parts of games, most of the time. But yeah, you know, with that, that's the end of this. Sorry about the missing chunk. You know, hopefully that doesn't happen anymore, since I'm planning on recording more today. Anywho, if you liked this, then you can press all the bells and whistles. You can leave a comment telling me what your favorite bell and or whistle is, I guess, is where I'm going with this outro. You can press a thumbs up or thumbs down. You can subscribe. You can hit the bell to get notified of more things in the future. More things are coming. All kinds of things are coming. There are many things in the horizon to see and experience, and yeah. I mean, my thoughts for things that I'm going to be doing in the future. Man, a small part of me feels like doing a prepare my body playthrough of Resident Evil 4 just to, you know, just to experience that before the remake comes out. But then again, I have a streamer, Maximilian Dude, that I like watching, that I might just want to watch his stream of him play the remake because that seems like it's going to be really fun. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, for sure I'm going to do... I will be doing a Pikmin Legacy at some point, playing through Pikmin 1, 2, and 3, all with the motion control. The Wii versions of 1 and 2. Because I played the Wii version of 1. I have not played the Wii version of 2, but I actually think the Wii version of Pikmin 1 is actually the ideal way to play. If you have Wii Motion Plus, I think being able to point at the screen and throw Pikmin is actually particularly cool. It also expands the range that you can throw Pikmin, which is pretty cool. But so playing those two games like that, and then revisiting the deluxe version of Pikmin 3, since I have not played through all of that version of it, would be cool. So that's for sure going to happen. Eventually, way later down the line, I'm probably going to be doing a Crisis Core reunion / Final Fantasy VII Remake hard mode playthrough in preparation for Final Fantasy VII Remake 2, or I guess it's called Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's like way down the line, though. In between that, I mean, I'll probably, if FF16 comes out, I'm probably gonna hit that up. I'm probably gonna want to play that, so you can probably get ready for that. I've been strongly considering playing. Well, okay, first off, I need to stream the rest of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, because I still haven't played the after story that they added to the definitive edition. So I definitely need to play that still. So that'll be fun to revisit. But also, I do need to play... I need to just bite the bullet. I need to hit that Simmons from Yo Video Games, that Simmons joint, and I need to sit down and actually play through the entirety of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I know I said I wasn't gonna do that. I know I said I was just gonna jump straight to 3. But every time I hear people talk about 2, they talk about how much they like it and how they like it more. So, like, they seem to like it more. I don't know if it's from a gameplay perspective, a story perspective, a character perspective, what. They seem to like that one more than all the other ones. And I can't, and after playing the first couple hours, I can't see how or why, but it seems like such a massive game with such a long, extensive story that seems to hit people where it hurts. And I don't know. I want to know. I feel like it's not just that I want to know. I feel like I need to know. I need to know, even if I walk away from that game still not enjoying it, I want to have played it just to see if I can understand where other people are coming from. And it'll probably be an entertaining ride. So hey, you heard it here first. Maybe I'm gonna stream myself playing that game after I play through the after story in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Ugh. Can't believe I said it out loud. I'm frightened. I'm frightened of that game. But now I'm never playing X. At least I'm not recording myself playing X, because X, from what I've heard and from what I've played of it, seems like it just gets kind of dull really fast. It seems like an MMO without the online capabilities, and I'm not here for that. So, but 2, people have whittled me down. I hear nothing but good things about 2. Even Chugga Conway played through 2 extensively. Like a 200. It's like a 200 part Let's Play. Oh man. Am I gonna do a thorough playthrough? No, I'm gonna do the most casual playthrough ever. I'm gonna go at my own pace. I'm gonna do everything that I feel like doing. I'm gonna do just a normal first time through experience. It won't be like these Zelda games where I'm 100%ing all of them. Anyways, no more. We're done. That's all for today. I'll catch you later. Don't forget to be kind, everybody. Always be kind.